Salute everybody. Salute, salute, salute again. I'm sitting up and looking at the screen that says Showtime. I'm just scrolling. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use of purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, research, and educational purposes. Thank you, Miss Vic, for getting your green jacket. Appreciate it. Hey, Passion Girl. Hey, y'all. Hey. Um, I asked Bree to come on today because Bree is the auntie of Kata Scott, and she actually solved her niece's red rum. And Bree has given a lot of enlightenment on a lot of cases and stuff like that with her crystal ball. Not okay, but with this situation with Lulu and Tyrone Davis, has sent everybody in a whirlwind of questions and questions and questions and who, what, when, where, how did that happen? So I said, let me get Bree on to see if she can give us a little bit enlightenment, give us a reading to see what really happened at that cabin trip, after that cabin trip. A cabin trip where Tyrone Davis Jr. made it so beautiful and was so creative with the woman that he loves. And then videos come out showing the expression of love and affection that he had for Lulu. And for the life of me, I just couldn't understand how something so beautiful turned so bad. And it left a question there. And then, boom, he's no longer here. After setting the stage of the most romantic moment in their life, the I love you and sticky notes, the time it took, the present game that he had for her, even had someone stop and say, wow, this is beautiful, this is amazing. Like, what, let me make sure that Bree's on my time zone, y'all. I've been making a mistake of doing that. Let me see. I'm sorry, y'all. Make sure she don't pop up in the back. Um, Alicia said that's my type of man, and he was, hey Gemini, what's going on, boo? How you doing? Happy Thursday. He was the exception of a man that we all would want. The just how he graced her with his presence, the love that circulated the room, and we seen that in just the videos. Nobody had to even tell us that. Oh, he loved her. He cared about her. She meant more to him than anything. And when you see her, I always say again, a picture says 1,000 words. And when I see her, it was like, I didn't feel that. I didn't get that from her. I didn't get that from Lulu. That same feeling that Tyrone Davis Jr. presented to her. I just didn't get that feeling. And it wasn't because I felt like, oh, she did something. It was just present what was presented to us through videos, through pictures, and how Tyrone Davis Jr. also was stuck on talking about relationships and staying on top of that. And I really think that he was talking about them for the most part of it. And sometimes we can love somebody more than we love ourselves. And I think that was the case with this situation with Tyrone. And I hated that for them. I really did hate that for him. I hate this for his children, his mother, and his father. So I definitely have some questions about Dro and Lulu. And I also would like to know about the timing, the witnesses, and okay, I just want to keep up because I don't know if me and Bree's on the same timing. I don't know, but I want to make sure. Maybe I should call her. Let me call Bree real quick. See if she can. It is a sad story. Hey Bobby, how you doing? Happy Thursday. Hope she gets the message. Y'all, my head's been all over the place, especially with doing interviews so back to back like this. So excuse me, y'all, if I wasn't prepared and stuff. And I had a lot going on before, and I hope y'all enjoyed that interview with Quadre as much as I did, getting things answered. But I want to play a little snippet while I wait on BREE to talk, and I want to play the witnesses and what they had to say and things like that. And hey, Cupcake, what's going on? Drop your link to Cupcake if you can, if you get a chance to. She said that was a great interview. Thank you, sis. Thank you, Leisure. Lulu wasn't used to that treatment. She took it for granted. And some women like that, they want their cake and they want their ice cream too. And it's unfortunate that Dro was a pawn in her game of scandals, deceit, and more because all you got to say is, "Oh, we argued." Yeah, we argued. Yeah, that's what it was. We argued. We argued, and I do want to clean it up that the 911 dispatch called. They didn't say a white car that I heard of. I want to go back and listen for myself and see if we can hear if they did say white car, whatever they said. But the 911 call was very influential, and I would love to know I can't wait for the Davis family to speak out because his funeral is this weekend. So I know they got a lot going on. Emotions are running high with the family and stuff like that. We heard a cousin come out and say she was a part of the life insurance policy. We know she said I only heard sedan. Okay, so it wasn't never disclosed of what color car allegedly hit Tyrone Davis Jr., but they saying he got hit. But when the witnesses described him and say everything was intact, nothing, she said the situation is confusing and it's sad. It is. How many people call 911? That's a good one. How many people call 911? I want to play that clip for us and see how many people call 911. I would love to know that. They said they got many calls and stuff like that of someone getting hit, I think. So let me before I put that out allegedly. Those are just my thoughts. But let's get to it and see if we can hear that phone call. Shanitra Speaks gave me the timestamps. And y'all know I don't be prepared like that. Hey, Kay, what's going on? Let's get into it.
Near the I-75 overpass in Gainesville, Florida. We're also going to review the incident report that was filed in connection with this case. Now, this dispatch audio is significant because it confirms that there were multiple accounts being reported about what happened to Tyrone as information was coming in. That aligns with what Tyrone's father's side of the family has said, that they were given different versions of events surrounding how Tyrone ended up out of his vehicle being driven, being driven by his 33-year-old girlfriend, Lulu, during what was intended to be their Christmas getaway. Now, the family has stated that they were told Tyrone and Lulu were in the vehicle. An argument occurred and Tyrone wanted to get out of the car. That was one version. They also said that they were told that Tyrone went to a gas station, slipped and fell, and hit his head. That was another version. Now, later in the investigations, detectives spoke to the media and stated that although Tyrone's death was tragic, they do not believe it was suspicious. Investigators said that their initial investigation determined that Tyrone jumped out of a moving vehicle.
Let's stop right there again. It's not suspicious. He jumped out of a moving vehicle, but yet when the autopsy and everything comes back, he has no other scars. He has nothing, just a head injury. How is that possible? Is that possible? And they said that the hospital allegedly said that it was only head trauma, that there was nothing else. It could not be from him jumping out of a vehicle. It wasn't a vehicle injury. And they know if Lulu was driving, it's because Dro couldn't drive. I think he was injured before he left the cabin.
While it was in traffic, sustaining severe head injuries. He was taken to the
Bree's on her
hospital
way.
where he died several days later. Now, before we get into this dispatch audio, I want to play a sharp news clip that reflects exactly what detectives have said up to this point. That way, you have a clear understanding of the official narrative before we listen to how the incident was reported in real time. Now, if you haven't done so already, please be sure to like the video because it helps push the video out so other people can see my coverage. Drop a comment and let me know if this audio changes your perspective of the case, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you appreciate my coverage. Now listen to this and thank you. Hey, Steve, I love that. Look, I always got my back behind my back, but they somebody. Swear to God. Look, y'all don't see the shirt. When I said you stood on business, a lot of they should be like built off like money and shit. Like, yo, we really grew to what we use today.
It's crazy. He said a lot of relationships are built off money. This is Dro talking, and he has Lulu beside him. He said a lot of the relationships are based off of money, built off money, but we really grew into this. And that's strange that he said that because he felt that way. But on the other hand, because she said Tyrone wanted this, not me. I didn't do the camera. He did the camera thing. So why wouldn't you in it? Because I'm pretty sure he would have respected her, not, you know what I'm saying, not getting in it, not put me in it. Because if my man doesn't want to be in the camera, I'm not going to put him in it. I'm going to stop it. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, nah. She said, this is giving Shanquilla vibes. Yeah, Precious. I think me and Shank talked about that, you know, just the trusting part and the whole setup of it and stuff like that. But I think for her, it was about the money. She said that man was hurt before he got in that car, then pushed out, probably when he started convulsing and taking last breaths. I believe something happened in the car. She said, this was too, she was a gold digger. I believe that. I believe that she loved what he could do for her, not in love with Dro. You know, she had love. And like I said, it's a difference from being in love with someone and I got love for you. It doesn't mean that I feel the same as he does, but I definitely love what he does for me and what he can do for me. Get it, y'all. She sure looked like she loved the camera to me.
Everything good with the same team. I swear, you know it now, man. You know that.
Davis Jr. Davis was found dead late last month under the Archer Road underpass with head injuries. Gainesville police officers said initial investigations showed that Davis jumped out.
So she said that the witness, the homeless guy, and I want you guys to realize that the homeless guy did not talk to the police. He talked to the family member. The homeless guy talked to the family member and said that they were under the bridge. They saw Tyrone get out of the car staggering. So he was already staggering, getting out of the car. To me, that says that something happened in the car. They have no reason to make that up. You get what I'm saying? If they seen him get hit by the car, why didn't they tell the family he got hit by the car? And why did the other witnesses come through later on and say everything was intact? His pants wasn't tore, his shirt wasn't tore, wasn't nothing. It wasn't dirty or anything. The pizza was all over the road. But the wings, the wallet, and the phone was sitting right next to him. You know, so come on. We can't take we going off of two sets of witnesses saying, hey, you know, he was staggering getting out the car. The other witness saying this. Got my girl here. Hi, beautiful.
Hey, gorgeous.
You look so pretty.
Also to you. I just lost my uncle, so that's why it took me so long. They just found him on the floor. So yeah. It's okay.
Oh my goodness. Bree,
Okay.
we're so sorry for that.
That's all right.
Mm.
After y'all, I'm
Ooh.
gonna hit on the Philly. And you wanna see what's going on.
Yeah.
Out of eight kids.
Do you think it was something suspicious with your uncle?
No, he had cancer. Out of eight kids, there's two left, my mom and my aunt. So they was the three left. But he had cancer. He was fighting it for a long time. And
Okay.
he was living with that old lady we don't like, but we don't think it was her. But
Yeah.
you know, I guess because I'm used to dealing with the transition, is not, you know, a certain way.
Yeah.
I feel it, but yeah. But how y'all
So
doing?
we good. So sorry for your loss. You know, Kaden and your uncle it's
Yeah,
sad, and we're so sorry for your loss. They're
I
putting prayer
appreciate it.
hands down there for you, Bree. We got this case with Lulu and Tyrone. They go to the cabin. He puts "I love you" in all sticky letters, and
Mm-hmm.
took his time. It was so beautiful, Bree. And then he has these gift boxes, wrapped all. He had a game for her to look at her gifts. She had to guess stuff, and he had all these gifts under the box for her. It was so beautiful. So I was like, how did something so beautiful go so bad, turn so bad? The people at the cabin said that the neighbors, they stayed in the cabin for 2 nights, and the neighbors at the cabin said that they heard arguing, loud arguing, and that she was the aggressor. Somehow they end up staying in a hotel. They go get pizza. They're in Gainesville, Florida. So they go get to Papa John's to get a pizza.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing you know, she says that Tyrone's a truck driver as well.
Okay.
And next thing you know, they say, she says to the family, first he slipped and hit his head at the gas station, is what she said. The second thing was he jumped out of her moving vehicle. Yet he only had a head injury, Bree. No other scars, nothing, just a head injury. Then hey, Nurse K. So then the next story, she said she let him out of the car. He said, let me out. So she, in all capital letters, she said, so I let his ass out. Um, so the family did, she didn't contact the family for 24 hours. She didn't go to the hospital with him. They checked him in as a Jane Doe.
One too many pairs of shoes?
And the homeless people that witnessed it told the family members that he was staggering upon getting out of the vehicle. They was under the bridge that he got out of, and said that he was staggering upon getting out of the vehicle. She goes and sits at a gas station, leaves him. Then if he jumps out of your car, Bree, why are we leaving? We in another city that ain't our city, and you left him if he jumped out.
How long did she take before she contacted the authorities?
She never did contact the authorities. She left the scene. He jumped out of the vehicle, so she said, and she left him there, waited at the gas station. Now, remember, they're not from her. So she goes to a gas station and says she's waiting on him to
Mm-hmm.
meet her at the gas station upon jumping out of her vehicle at 25 miles per hour in a 45.
So I really don't know. I had so much going on, so I did try to like get some insight before I hopped on. What I did pick up was I did hear that they was in a 10-year relationship or whatever, and I see the feud between the mother side and the father side when it comes to him or whatever. Um, to be honest, she cracked him in his head, just to let you know. Um, the relationship they had has been on and off, and their relationship was extremely toxic in between. It was good in the beginning, it was very toxic in the middle, and towards the end is where I wish a family was on here to confirm this, but towards the end, they tried to reconcile. He wants to. His goal was to, like, he loved her unconditionally. Like, he didn't see nothing. He worshiped the ground this girl walk on, everything and above, and she knew that. Was she playing him? Yes, she was playing him. She wasn't taking him serious after a while. She knew how he felt about her, and she knew that he was head over heels for her. So she began to play with him like, a flunky, like, she was sonning him or something like that. Somebody take advantage of somebody that care about you a lot and just, do what they want to do with that person. She Was this premeditated is the question. No, it wasn't premeditated. It did go down because they was intoxicated. But she's a verbal abuser, if that makes sense. Like, talks to him very maliciously, like, things of that sort. Um, the reason why the cops are still investigating, because they know, like I know, that that's bullshit. Uh, the lie detector test doesn't mean anything to me. In some ways you can pass a lie detector test. I forgot how you do it, but you can pass a lie detector test and still be a liar. Um, when it came to, I don't know why I keep picking up a third party though with them. I'm not sure why. I guess I gotta sit with it longer. I wanted to kind of conjure him up, and see if he's willing to come to me or accept me or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, the aunt that's on the father side, if I'm not correct, she's definitely correct. The reason why the mother is not really like whole gun pressed about the situation is because, yeah, she lost kids in the past, but after a while, she's seen a toxic relationship. She's seen that this was a constant thing going on and on between both of them. I'm not saying that he was innocent through the whole thing because we're not gonna give him peace, son, and like all the way. He had his part too and things for sure. But he wanted to move forward in the light of, let's just, we passed that phase. Let's just get to this phase and be what we need to be for each other in that type of light. Um, and she took him as a joke. She wasn't serious. She was more so looking at him as an idiot, and she wanted him for his money. To be honest, she's been dealing with somebody else though for sure. Um,
Mm.
Now, how did she do it? That's the part I didn't get to. But she did crack him in his damn head for sure. She cracked him in his head. What she cracked him in his head with, I'm not sure. Um, I really can't pick that up yet, but it was something. She did something. She cracked him in his head with something. I don't know what it was in her car that she cracked him with. But I keep picking up a third party too. Um, I don't know why I keep picking up this third party,
They keep
but
saying she did I want to put out she did say they had an argument prior to him jumping out of the vehicle. It's three stories. She said he jumped out, he got out, she stopped and let him out, and he hit his head he slipped and hit his head at the gas station. But she did say they was having an argument, and it has come out about alleged twin brother that they felt like was people are saying that the relationship was super inappropriate and uncomfortable to be a twin brother, like the sitting in his lap and
the
different.
sister, I mean the girlfriend, right?
Yes,
Mm-hmm. Um, he was driving her car.
that's what we don't know if she was driving or he was driving.
Mm-mm. He was driving. He was driving. I don't care what nobody say. He was driving that car. Um,
And it's crazy you said that because she had a boot on her, a boot where she broke her ankle or something. And they said that he was the driver. Like he didn't let her drive. He would carry her around, put him on his back, and things
yeah,
like that. Like he was just so.
he was a, he was the driver. She wasn't the driver. He was the driver. Um, he had some money. Okay, we all know that he went to the bank and got the money out, but he had money. Can you hear me, Miss Parker? Can you hear me?
He had money.
He had money.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, he had money, like money, like like he a spender.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
He drove trucks for a
Yeah,
living. He drove trucks.
he had money, like he was
Yeah.
a spender. I picked that up. He was a spender. He never was stingy with giving to her. He's not stingy with nobody, to be honest. Um, she knew he had money. That's why she stayed as long as she did. What was his brother? That's his mother's son.
She had three sons. Well, he was the third. He was the last one. The other two are deceased
So
before he
whose son is
passed
that? The
away.
father's son? His
Yeah.
brother. What did the brother have to say?
I haven't heard from I think the sister has said something, but I know the best friend had spoke out and said that Lulu was abusive and bro would give her anything. He always put her
He,
first. And
he was very submissive to her. Like, they had their toxic ways, but I don't know what his sign is, but he gave Taurus. But he was very submissive to her. Like how can I put this? He's a guy that he's seen somebody that was the love of his life. When she got with him in the beginning, when she first got with him, he definitely was a situation where she came out of and she went into with him. She did fall for him. She did fall in love with him. But as time went on, sis started feeling herself. Sis started feeling like she is past him and she on a different like lifestyle. But then she goes back to him because he begged and pleaded a lot too. And not only did he beg and plead a lot, he offered money, 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 gifts, 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 like whatever she wanted, he gave. So that's why she stuck around. But did she do her? Yes. Far as the brother, I don't pick nothing up yet. But she, when it comes to them, yeah, he definitely gave, and she accepted. But the more he gave, the more she treated him like trash. The more she, how can I say, just was disrespectful. Like, say whatever she wanted to say out of her mouth, feel how she wanted to feel, be bothered when she wanted to be bothered for sure. Um, and that's where it was at. So, and he allowed it because that's how he felt about her. But in his mind, that was his woman. Now, back to the car scene, I keep seeing him driving and he being knocked upside his damn head. I don't see him jumping out the car. He's not gonna do that. He wouldn't do that. He didn't do that. Yeah, he didn't jump out the car at all. I didn't see that.
mhm.
I see dark clothing on him though. I see dark clothing on him. What her today? I don't know. It's like some type of fitted outfit, like where her booty popping in, like pants stuff, nothing crazy. Uh, the argument was more so heated because of her selfishness. The argument became over her selfishness. The argument was about how she talked to him, like y'all said, but it's more so like a demand conversation. It wasn't a conversation like they was having. She felt so like she one of those like this how it's gonna go. It's gonna go the highway.
Mhm.
And he like, all right, however he talks, he like, all right, whatever. Like, I love you. Like, we ain't gonna do this. Let's just have a good time. This and that. She really didn't even want to go to where he was taking her. She just was going to go because he did something for her. She's what you call a bitch. So I don't understand why the mom or his mother or the whoever else is involved on the mother side saying that she's innocent. Um even if the case was that she didn't unalive him, she definitely is a part of who did, because he didn't unalive himself.
Mm.
So that's what I do have. I can't go no further because this case just, I got what I
Yeah.
got going on.
Yeah.
But I see what I see. I ain't gonna make nothing else up. But that's what I got so far. Um, yeah, that's it.
Bree, do you see him getting hit by another car up on getting out of the vehicle? Do you see him being hit by another vehicle or anything?
They was on the road. Where was they at?
In Gainesville, Florida, on a busy highway at
Yeah,
that.
that's what I said. They was on like a road, yeah. I see her telling him to get out. Now wait a minute, because she told him to get out her car. Yeah, she kept telling him to get out her fucking car.
Mm.
She kept saying, "Get out my fucking car." That's what I do say. I want to play with this longer because, like, I don't like,
Okay.
not being fully
That-
together. Uh,
Yes.
but what I do have is what I do give.
Mhm.
But I do see that.
Okay. Okay.
I do see that. I do see her saying, "Get the fuck out my car." But she clocked him upside his head too. So basically, she was fighting him while he was driving.
Mm.
Somehow, she told him to pull over and get out her fucking car. She left his ass on the fucking highway.
Yep.
That's what
Yep.
she did. She left his ass on the highway. That's how he got out the car. It wasn't that he hopped out the car. She told his ass to get. Oh, thank you, Spirit, because I was. Yeah. But she told his ass to get out her fucking car, and he was like, "I'm not getting out on no highway, because I just see
Mm.
the road. That's all I see is road. Like, I don't see no like streets and lights. I see road." Um, she like, "You can get the fuck out of my car." Whatever the argument was about, it was more of something that she didn't agree to, that he wanted to do, or it was something in lies. They was drunk and he irritated her, but she told him to get out his fucking car. And to the point he was like, "All right, I feel like he got out. I feel
And
like
Bree,
he
did
got."
you just say drunk?
Yes, they were drunk.
Yeah, alcohol definitely was said
Yeah,
um
they were
along.
intoxicated. Should I say? They both was, but the plan was to be intoxicated so they could go back and do what they supposed to do. But that wasn't her plan.
Mm.
She she accepted the fact of, I'm not saying this was premeditated. I'm saying that she accepted the fact of, yes, he catered to me. He did the whole, whatever rendezvous they had going on. But they was supposed to go out. Spirit keep telling me, whisper in my ear, eat. So I'm assuming they went out to eat and for drinks or something like that. And supposed to go back to wherever the situation was. In the mix of going back, words were exchanged for sure. To the point where as though it made her livid. But she is the reason why he's transitioned. That's why it's easy for her to say he got out. Because he did get out. Because you told him to get out your fucking car.
Mm.
That's why she could say and pass the lie detector test that she did not unalive him.
Mm. Mm. She said the mother says she's waiting until the investigation is complete and that she does not know what happened. His maternal sister stated that Lulu did not give conflicting stories and his birthday is August.
Okay, what did I say? Taurus?
Yeah.
Not too far. But what's that? A Leo? Yeah, he a Leo. So he's a lion. She's narcissistic. What is she? an Aries or Virgo like me. What's her birthday?
Okay, and the crazy part is they did just go and get Papa John's pizza.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yeah, they was coming from this allegedly happened after picking up the pizza.
They went and got drinks too, though, sis. They went and got drinks.
Okay. Okay.
Somewhere they they definitely had liquor.
Hmm.
They definitely had liquor. They had some they bought and they was drinking. So they had liquor for sure, you know. Um I would as the mother wait. You can't charge a person that didn't get pushed out the car. Now, they was fighting in that car. But it wasn't no fight where as though he just died in the car and she kicked him out. No, that was a get the hell out my car situation. So of
Hmm.
course that's easy to walk away from something like that. And she was crazy. Like, I don't know, sis, you gotta let me play with this one. This
I want you to play with it. I do. They said
yeah.
her birthday. Shanitra speaks, and shout out to you, Shanitra, baby. She said her birthday's in July.
So he's a Taurus and she's a Cancer.
Mm. I wonder what's the date. Is she a Cancer? Shanitra speaks. What's her sign? What is her sign?
Because if she the end of July, she's a Leo too.
Mm. Yeah, I definitely want you to play with it a little bit, Bree, so you can come back. You'll have a clear vision. You know what I'm saying? I know
Yeah.
you got a lot going on. July the 22nd is her birthday.
So she on the cuffs. It's about, yeah. But she's still a Cancer. But they crabs, so I can see that. Um,
Do you see them finding her guilty, Bree, or do you see her getting away with this?
I see her getting away with it for now. Don't quote me for the final answer, but for now, yeah.
Mm.
Until they properly do the investigation that they need to do. What's saving her is the lie detector test right now and things of that sort. But for some reason, the detectives is not going to give up based upon not because no disrespect to what I'm saying to nobody. So please don't take it that way. But more so to the geared to the father side. The father side is going to go extremely hard to make sure justice is served for him. Um, the leniency on the mother side, condolences to everybody. I don't have a reason why that's the way that is, but the father side is not letting up. He definitely did not take it upon himself and say, I'm going to kill myself. I want to hop out on the highway. No. He might have been like, all right, you want me out your car? That's what it's going to be. But it wasn't to the point where it's like, I'm just going to flat out going to kill myself. No, that's not what it was at all.
Mm.
Um, Definitely, they, like I said, they were eating. They were supposed to go back. They were supposed to, have intimacy, things of that sort. But that's not how it went out in his plan. This actually took place on the way coming back. Wherever they was coming from, this is on the way going back. This wasn't on the way going forward.
Hmm. Yep, that's what alleged. The witnesses
The bastard.
stated that because they saying he got hit by a car, but the witnesses said that his clothes was intact. And the autopsy is only saying a head injury, nothing else, no other bodily
Yeah.
injury
I
or
think
anything.
because you gotta understand what our vision is like. It's like popping in and out a lot. But what our vision is that he's driving, but they're arguing. But the argument is not something he started. It's the argument she started the argument. I don't know what the argument was about, but it was something she wanted him to do, or something she said. He was getting on her nerves. Like she was talking to him like, he a flunky or something. And she hit him in the head. They start fighting. That's
Mhm.
why I said it wasn't no hit him in the head and unalive him. It was just like, you're in the car, the, the domestics. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Mhm.
Uh, get the fuck out. That's all I keep hearing her say. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. She thinks she's better than him.
Mm.
He's been for somehow his money's not beneath her, but he's beneath her. If that makes sense. She takes him as a clown type of guy, you know.
Mm.
Um, but that's where we at with that part. So for y'all do want to sit, and so I got my uncle going on. My vision is not. It's so weird. 'Cause same stuff as
Yes.
Ada. So I
Yes.
had to come in and revise
Yes.
myself. But that's what I do have. He got out on a based upon her. I feel like because he was intoxicated. This is just my assumption without spiritual counsel involved. But what I feel like what spirit has showed me so far is that when he did get out, it was too much traffic and he was intoxicated, and
Mm-hmm.
that's how he got unalived. That's what I do see.
Mm-hmm.
But she knew that though, and she knows that, you know,
Mm.
and it can't be blamed on her because I didn't do it.
Yeah.
I didn't push him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go
Mm-hmm.
run. I'm gonna go this way. What I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do? When you give a grace of this is just common sense right here for me. When you give a grace of 24 hours to advise anybody when somebody your significant other, anybody you love dearly, period, or you concerned or care about. I'm not waiting 24 hours. I'm gonna pick up that cell phone that I got immediately. I'm gonna hit 911 and I'm gonna call family members and I'm gonna tell what happened immediately. Why are we waiting 24 hours? Why are we waiting 24 hours? Because you know why? We have to premeditate something. We have to put something together where it makes me look good. It doesn't make me look like I'm the bad guy. I'm a part of the situation of why he's unalive himself. Supposedly, he might wanted to commit suicide. He did not commit suicide. That's something he did not do.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the detectives is going to go hard based upon the family on the father's side, and maybe the mom's side too. But that's what's going to go hard. It's like it's only going to do one thing I learned about authorities. I don't know about other states, but most states I've been dealing with lately is that if you don't go hard for your loved ones, they're not going to go hard for you.
Yeah.
So it's just like putting somebody in a nursing home. The way they treat your family members to how you allow it, because how you come in there and treat them. So yes, I feel like once they put their foot on the next, it's going to escalate to that level. It's going to come out. It's going
Okay.
to come out for sure.
Okay.
Um, right now, as far as that, you want to know what's going on with her and the brother. She thinks the brother is more the bad boy, the dangerous guy, the fun guy, the sexier look, the more hooder. She's attracted to him. It's like a damn, I should have been with him instead of him type thing. So I don't know how long the
Mm.
flirtation's been going on, but she been flirting with him for a while. I ain't gonna say like
Mm.
the whole entire relationship, but it's been a good minute. Now are they dealing with each other? I didn't pick that up yet. I didn't pick that. It's definitely flirting going on. Um,
And she was messing around behind his
yeah,
back.
yeah.
Okay.
That's nothing. That's the norm.
Yeah.
You know, you got to think about it too. Off what spirit shows me, he's a truck driver. You don't have time for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to take your money that you give me while you on the road. I'm going to go do me and me with anybody else. She knew that what spirit shows me is that she knew that he would give and do anything for her. That's what spirit shows me.
Mm-hmm.
And go above and beyond for her. They had toxic moments. I'm not saying he's completely just super nice guy. He got his crazy ways too. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? He had his toxic moments too. But what I can say, he would never lay a feather over her, whereas though he'll harm her in harm's way a certain way. Now they done had rumbles, they done had the royal rumbles and all of that. But he really loved her. So he wanted to fix it and move forward instead of just keep going through the same shit. He even knew, I don't know what family in here, who's the guy that he found out about when they was dealing with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just picked that up. He found out about a guy, and that
Yeah.
was a big thing. That was a real big thing. And she said she would stop dealing with him, but the guy still was around, and that became a big thing. What family member is in here that could tell me that about that?
I don't think it's a family member, but I know Miss Kim knows them. Miss Kim, do you know anything about any cheating allegations? Like I don't know how close Miss Kim is to them and stuff, but I know we did hear about some allegations of allegedly her messing with somebody else, but she said um they was off and on, and stuff like that. But the twin brother did come, his name did come into play that their relationship was inappropriate. It looked off, you know what I'm saying, to be her twin brother. I ain't seen nothing, but that's just what they're saying and stuff like that. But I don't know, Bree. And I'm willing to, like I said, let you sit on it and come up with something.
Yeah, I don't know who the person is that somebody asked was he done with somebody? Yeah, he was on somebody too, but it was also after a while it becomes like, all right, why not, like, like they like you said, they was back and forth, but in the mix, not being just back and forth while they were in a relationship, she was dealing with someone, is what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Whose twin brother, his or hers?
Her.
Yeah, because I was about to say he ain't got no twin brother.
Yeah. Her.
um See, I said his or hers.
Yeah. Yeah.
uh,
And they said she was they feel like they allegedly, I heard something about black magic and spells and I don't know on her end. She's from Haiti, I think. I know.
Cops may not find out.
Yeah. She said, okay, Miss Kim. Um it's okay, Miss Kim, I understand. Yeah, she said they was both cheating, but she said that the factor for him was the guy that she was messing with played a big role in their relationship. You know what I'm saying? They was into it
Yeah,
about
that's what
somebody
I'm.
she was messing with.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about for sure. Because this person was an ongoing topic in their relationship. Like whoever this person was, it was
Mm-hmm.
not. It was always a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Oh shit.
Bree, get
Um.
your thoughts together if you have to, because I want you to come back with clear views.
I'm just going. I'm going. I
And
gave
y'all,
y'all that.
Bree didn't know the case. Bree don't know the case, so Breeze. So I'm just saying, I threw it on her like Shane do all the time. I threw this in her lap. She
Yes.
didn't know what she was walking into, guys. So she's hitting stuff right on the money for me. So y'all gotta understand, y'all. That's what y'all want, the truth, and stuff like that. So she didn't know anything about this. I was like, let me get Bree on this and see if she can come in and give us her thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So it's gave me clarity.
What part of Haiti she from the jungle Haiti or she from Saint Prince?
I don't know. It ain't came out yet, but I know
Is
her
she
friend is jumping off the porch. Now
she
in
full
defense.
blooded Haitian?
I don't know. I gotta find out.
And she does root work basically, right?
That's what they're saying allegedly that.
Well,
Um.
everybody in Florida damn near do root work, but yeah, yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
I, I must let this sit in for a second.
Yeah, they did say it was alleged that she was messing with someone in law enforcement. Who I don't know, where I don't know nothing about her and stuff like that. So, but they did say she was dealing with somebody. Um.
I definitely know for a fact what I said is what happened so far. I definitely know for a fact. You see, I don't know nothing about their relationship. Whoever the guy is that is a
Mhm.
big part of their relationship. I definitely know for a fact he worshipped the ground she walked on. He had issues a little bit too. I ain't sugarcoating nothing for nobody. He
Mhm.
had some little stuff going on mentally. Um, can't really pinpoint on the finger which state. I'll go into that later. But head over heels for her. In his eyes, that was the best woman he has ever had in his whole entire existence. Um, yeah, I'll talk about the spells and stuff when we come back and do another one. By that time, I have a lot of stuff to go in on.
Shanisha said, "See, where did the root work come from?" She said, "I saw the paternal cousin post where she said Lulu told Tyrone if he leaves her, then she would end it all. But I'm curious about the root work."
Oh, she won't worry about Tyrone leaving her. She's worried about that money.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, she loved him. But after a while, it became all right, whatever type of situation. Now I'm over you, I'm off you, I don't want to be bothered. You know how some women can be sometimes. Um, but yeah.
And
So
they did say on the mama side that they had a toxic relationship. They did say that.
yeah, it was toxic. And then, after a while, when you're in a toxic relationship, it's on and off, hot, cold, hot, cold. And then it's like, all right, we gonna fix it. And then it only lasts for probably what, like a good 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. Now you back at it again, beefing, 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 beefing. Okay, I want to deal with you. I don't want to deal with you. Okay, I'm going this way. I'm going this way. Okay, now I'm not dealing with nobody. Yes, you is. No, I'm not. Okay, well, I'm not dealing with nobody. Okay, then this person come out. Boom, here go this person, and it's just like a big chaotic situation. Oh, you was dealing
Mm-hmm.
with somebody too. Don't you try to throw it in my face because I see such and such and such and such. Then it becomes that. Then it becomes like, I don't even care about him. Just give me the money.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you at work? All right, love you. Let me get some money.
And another thing that stood out to me, Bree, is that the next day you went and cleaned out his bank account. You get
Oh,
what I'm saying?
and that you should definitely know. That's nothing to even do with me being who I am. That's just common sense right there. Some things is just common sense. It don't need a medium to. It's common sense. You
Yeah.
know.
That's what I said.
And that was a clean out so that nobody could get that money because she's not the heir to him. So yeah, let me get that.
Mhm. Mhm.
That goes to show you ain't give a F about nothing to go with your significant other because money would not be the first thing on my mind. Even 9 out of 10, I know I have access to everything he has because he done gave me everything to have access to. So I'm not about to sit there and worry about what family member is going to get what because they not even going to worry about that because they worried about their loved one being transitioned. What I am going to do though is I'm going to take this money out because I'm not worried about him versus the money. You see what I'm going with it? So the whole time it was towards the end was about the money, like I said. So yeah, she didn't want him in that way. She just wanted the money and some good, and that was it.
Shadisha said Tyrone also, and this is interesting. She said Tyrone also confided in his cousin that one of his homeboys was trying to get with Lulu and that he had to check him. He also expressed that he wasn't making the money,
He had to express to him that he wasn't what?
that he wasn't making real money. Thank you, Shadisha. Thank you, Precious, for being a member for
Who,
5 years.
Tyrone wasn't making real money?
Yeah, but I know truck drivers make good money, Shadisha. That's what's crazy.
He was making money. I don't know where the hell that coming at. He was making sure she was straight. He definitely was taking care of her.
I wonder if he said that Bree went out you guys for a second. I wonder why Tyrone said that. He looked like he did pretty good for himself. Also, when he went to the hospital, she didn't even call his people. They didn't find out for 25 hours late. Um, yeah, yeah, that's what I said. The money thing killed it for me. The money, I didn't need to hear too much more into it. Yes, Tyrone told him in the text that truck driving wasn't paying like he used to. Hold on, y'all, I got Bree back.
Yeah, they be calling.
She said,
um,
yes, Tyrone told him in the text that truck driving wasn't paying him like he used to. He said the money was different and he needed to do something else.
that doesn't mean he's not getting paid nice. That just means it's not the funding, the money that he was receiving in the past.
Okay.
That's all that means. That doesn't mean that he's broke. That means that it's just not the same pay as it used to be. They get a couple dollars. They do. Even though that's the case, it still didn't matter because if he was broke, Then she wouldn't have ran to that bank
Mm.
if he was
And
so
she
broke.
said, yeah, that makes sense. I ain't gonna lie. She said, then remember his sister just posted and said Tyrone presenting himself well, but wasn't rich. Like, we're all assuming. I don't think he was rich. I ain't
No,
seen
nobody
as
thinks he's on the
rich, but I
level of.
seen him together.
Yeah, like
No,
because
she was just saying like the sister priorly posted that, like, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't rich like everybody's thinking he was. I don't see
I
that
don't
as
think
rich,
a
but I see
tow
that as
truck guy is rich. I think he was okay. He was comfortable with himself, like making the amount of monies that he was making. He wasn't broke, but he wasn't no millionaire with a mansion. He was just okay. He had enough where he could do what he wanted to do, whether it's for her, him, go out, whatever they wanted
thank
to do.
you.
So that's what I'm simply saying.
Yeah,
That's
Miss Kim knows them. She was friends of the, like, her kids went to school. She went to school with his daddy. She said Tyrone was a true hustler, Miss Parker. He made it happen.
yeah, like and there's no way she would have ran to the bank to go to collect his money off. He was broke. A broke person. One thing about a broke person, they ain't stacking no coins. They gonna use that money.
She said, Venetia said there was his cousin on the panel yesterday that said the same day Tyrone's page was taken down, which was weird. It had to be somebody that knew his password. She said Tyrone just became a realtor. Um they didn't confirm that she was on the insurance, Miss Imperfectly. They actually, the family actually said that they would not be discussing his insurance. Yeah, he still made a way. Yeah, and that's what Miss Kim just said, Nurse K. He still made a
Yeah,
way.
he made a way.
Um,
Like it doesn't for her. That's fine. Let me tell you about a female. Get my nails, get my feet, do my buy my units. Like that. I'm talking about that type of lifestyle. Oh, take and pay for my car insurance. Do this. Pay my car note. I'm talking about that lifestyle. I'm not talking about go buy a bunch of Gucci sets and go on Chanel and stuff. I'm talking about that level. And he probably did buy some stuff like that. But I'm not
mhm,
saying to the degree of he lavish. He was comfortable. Like that's what I'm saying.
mhm,
Um,
mhm.
he's a truck driver. He don't own a truck company. So my thing is that's what was going on. I don't know how to better explain it, like far as her. And yeah.
She said, Shanicia said, yes, Miss Parker, I believe the focus has shifted to money. So the sister made a post to say she can't believe we would think his money is silent for money.
And here's the thing about that too. Even with insurance, she could have had insurance on him on her own. She don't have to have the family insurance. She could have took out her own insurance policy. I see people do it all the daggone time.
Yeah, me too. I'm I Bree, I appreciate you for your insight and stuff. I'm so sorry again about what
Mhm.
happened to your uncle. I am, like I said, Kata, now your uncle. It's a lot. In a
Yeah.
short time to take on. When you get your thoughts together and you can elaborate a little bit more and stuff
Hmm.
like that, because I'll send you some more stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna take
I
time
only
to
sent
try
her
to.
Shanitra's video, y'all, with the 911 and stuff. I didn't give her anything to really get into the case. I didn't say, hey, okay, let me break it down to you. So Bree don't even got everything about the argument, but Bree did say, hey, they had drinks prior to getting something to eat. She got hot. You know what I'm saying? She told him to get the fuck out of her car. You know what I'm saying? And she also said that she hit him in his head, but she didn't initially take his life because he was drunk and traffic was there. You know what I'm saying? So that's how she got to pass the test, because really she didn't take his life. You know what I'm saying? Something happened in traffic that took his life. So I can pass the lie to take the test because, hey, did you do it? No.
Mm-hmm.
If you know what I'm saying. So
Hmm.
yes, we know, because we know that the witnesses even said that it was a pulse, it was this. So initially, but like Bree said, she knows exactly what happened. That's why she went to get her shit together.
Hmm. She definitely knows what happened. She definitely know the whole story from beginning to end. Um, I just seen a image of him, so he must be around right now. So he's over. He's He's gonna allow me to ask some questions. I'll do that in the dark when I get home. But
Okay.
for now, yeah, that's all I got. You know me.
Okay.
That's all I
Thank
got.
you, Bree. Thank you. And when
I
you
love
ask
you.
them these questions, will you come back for the part two? And
If you have questions that y'all, if you want me to ask, just text it to me, and I'll see if I can get it out of him if he allows me to. But whatever he does give, I'm the one to, give you guys anyway.
okay, okay. All right.
All right.
It's good that Bree is coming with an open mind. I think that's good. It is. It is, y'all. And prayers for Bree, y'all. She just lost her uncle right before she got on her. They just found her uncle on the floor, passed away.
Yeah.
So, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Bree, thank you. If y'all got questions for Bree, she said send them to me so she can ask. So send me those questions. Leave those questions outside of this video in the comment section. Thank you, Bree. You can go ahead,
Thank
Bree.
y'all. Love y'all. See y'all
Family and
later.
stuff. Thank you. I love you forever, Bree. Thank you. Man, shout out to Bree again for even just coming through with a loss like that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be able to come through, but her spirits is good and stuff like that, and she don't know the case, but that's good because with her not knowing the case like that, like I said, I sent her Shanitra's video at the last minute, and I do mean the last minute before her getting up on this panel with me. Like, okay, let me send this video, and that's the 911 call. It ain't even everything from the beginning. So I appreciate Bree because it makes sense. It makes sense that boom, I hit him in the head. Royalty, baby, what it do? And I do see her telling him get the fuck out of the car and hit him in his head, and her not really initially taking his life. So that's how she passed the lie detector test because he's still breathing after I did what I did to him. So did I kill him? No, no. So give me y'all questions outside this video. I'm gonna text every question that y'all want me to ask. Cause she said, "Dang, I see him. He's right here. He must want me to ask him some questions." I'll do it tonight when I get home in the dark. So leave me your questions. I'll ask her and stuff. And I just wanted to kind of get Bree's thoughts on it. Multiple things happening. Once she said they definitely got into it. She said that she was the aggressor in the last fight argument. She said being demanding and making him feel like a punk ass nigga. She was dumbing him down and stuff. She said she was very aggressive. She said now Tyrone had his ways as well, and they was in a very toxic relationship, but she said he was willing to make it work, and we can see that. And she also said that it was a name that kept coming up, that she was messing around with somebody else. It was a third party, and that Tyrone wasn't so happy about that third party, and she kept saying that she would leave him alone, and she was definitely into another person. um she loved what Tyrone could do for her. She loved him, and Bree did say that she loved him, but further they got into the relationship and stuff, it was more about what he could do for her, what he was doing for her and stuff. So that the love kind of like she loved him, but it's like this nigga take good care of me. I ain't great leave him. Like I'ma still fuck around and do what I want to do, but I ain't gonna leave this. Who would? He had just added her on his insurance policy before the cabin trip. The family said they weren't gonna be talking about the you're a Taurus. Okay. The family said they're not going to be talking about the insurance policy. It's crazy that the cousin came out and told that only people scared in the car or kidnapped jumps out of the car. And I want Bree to kind of get more into the twin brother and stuff like that, the relationship. Those are my questions. I got my questions ready for Bree. They're ready. They're definitely ready. Was he a Taurus? Funny, he reminds me of my ex who was a Taurus and no longer her. She said he was definitely around Aunt Bree. Yes, I got my questions together. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want to know about the argument, but just for Bree to elaborate that it's funny how she was the aggressor at the cabin per the neighbors, and Bree saying that she was the aggressor and started that. She said he's still here, Miss Parker. Yeah. She said, I wonder if his money was getting low for him to be worried about it. And then she snapped, it makes sense. Yeah, Queen, she knows she's in, he ain't leave her, probably leave her out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, money running low, shit, I got to figure something else out and stuff like that. And, it'd be a bitch's escape. That'd be a bitch's time. It is sad, Flybub. It'll be our time to escape, to do what we want to do. Like, all this nigga money is funny. And then I did not tell y'all, when I first started talking about Tyrone, y'all, and anybody can come up before I get out of here if y'all want to elaborate on anything that Bree said. Did not tell, I said, I don't think she wanted to be on the trip like that. You get what I'm saying? She said, I don't know why Taurus love too hard. I don't blame the family. That's private. However, that would probably piss them off to find out. Yeah, joy to the world. Absolute. Hell yeah. I'm a mama and would be pissed. Who? Hey Armani, what's going on? Thank you. She is on the insurance policy, and they was going back and forth about upping the policy. How you know this Christeria? Miss Tina, she looked like she may do taxes or something, but I don't know. I don't know nothing about this case, but I came on her with you and I'm Bree. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate you. She said, I'm definitely running this back. My dad just passed, and his girlfriend of 4 years got a will signed, leaving me some money, and she gets the rest, the house, the boat, the truck. And all he had was a heart attack 30 days later and died 28. What, Miss Italy? Thinking about it, he had her spoiled. If he told her his money was getting low, I could see that making her angry. His cousin Mal said he added her on. She didn't give a damn if that's the case. His dad and aunt not gonna stop until someone lets them know. Yeah, that's what Bree did say. That she said I don't she's not feeling anything from the mom side, but she said she definitely feels that the Davis family is gonna go extra hard on the Gainesville police department's neck, and that's what's gonna let them see that she knew exactly what happened. Yeah, prayers for you, Miss Italy. She said, yep, I hired a lawyer. You hell yeah, you hire a lawyer. um Yeah, Miss Kim, we see that the Davis family is going hard, you guys. Y'all send me y'all questions outside this video. Again, prayers to Bree. Bree, again, thank you so much for pulling up after losing your uncle just seconds before. It means everything to me, and I'm so sorry. And I would have understood if you couldn't come, but you did come and you showed up for us, and you gave us you gave us a lot, actually, and stuff like that. I hope y'all enjoyed, again, the interview with Quadre right before this one and stuff like that. My eyes are definitely open and stuff like that. Nurse K, how you feel down there after hearing this? How you feeling? Because you've been on this case really deep and stuff like that. So how do you feel now after hearing her say Bree did, she did hit him in the head. They was fighting inside the car, and she told him get the fuck out of her shit. Like, get the fuck out, nigga. Said he did say I'm not getting out, and then she kept on, and she was hitting him as well, and that's what, like, okay, get the fuck out, nigga. Like, yeah, get the fuck out. So thank you, Miss Italy. Thank you. She said Bree said what I was feeling too about it. If I got anyone named wrong in reply, sorry. I'm not Queen Rules. You fine. You fine. We understand. Hell, we all do it. Move around and texting and stuff like that. Appreciate you, Miss Italy. She said, wow, yeah, yeah. And she, like Bree did say, she went and got her thoughts together. She gathered her thoughts to get her story together, to say what she said to the family, to make them comfortable, knowing that she was lying. So Bree did elaborate that too, that she knows exactly what happened to Tyrone, but she had to get her thoughts together enough to tell the family something that sound convincing, because in 3 months he was going to be home to get ready for the wedding. We've all been there. Just be for real about, yeah, hell yeah. So I don't mind. I know I've been there. I know I've been there. Did you see the video from the white couple that was talking to his father and aunt, and they told him everything they said when Lulu showed up? Yep. Because she know what the argument was about. Yeah. Yeah, Nurse K. She knew her time is coming. It is. She knew. That's why, like Bree said, she went to get her thoughts together to see what I could tell the family that's gonna sound believable. And when she pulled up, it's nothing. And these people ain't got no reason to lie on her. They don't know her. They don't know her to say that. She said, Auntie Tasha said, still screaming. What she say, Jay? She may get away with this momentarily, but that's what Bree said. Bree said she will get away with it for a short period of time, but she said as much as they're staying on their necks, that it will eventually come out. She said she sees it coming out eventually, but she will get away with it for a little bit or whatever. I came in late, but did y'all see her friend came in some on podcast talking about the couple who helped? What they say, Queen? What did they say? I heard about the friend coming out. Mm-hmm. Ain't that weird too? Cause I don't need my friend. If I'm innocent, just support me. Okay, justice for me. So how did you like it? She said, "I pray his soul." Me too. Me too. And when Bree said Tyrone just came to her and she want to talk to him later, I'm excited to hear what she got to say. Justice for Meeks, how did you feel about the Q interview? Yeah, that was deep. That one was deep. Yeah, that was deep. Um, she don't appreciate nothing that couple said about Lulu. Well, why not? What they say? You can't get mad because these people just said you came and you wasn't upset or something, like you was trying to get your story together. I ain't even seeing Bree that. I ain't even seeing Bree. That's why I said I sent this at the last minute. I just sent Shanitra Speaks video to her at the last minute. So she didn't have time to go through it. That's why I had to tell her when she got up here some certain things. I was leaving stuff out. I was forgetting shit. Till y'all got to telling me. Thank you, Justice for Me. Thank you. Just like Holly thought she got away, what goes on in the dark comes to light. Yeah, it do. It do. What up, Jug? What up, nephew? It do. But what the friends saying stuff about the witnesses for? What they say wrong? You didn't. She didn't act concerned. She didn't. Okay, whoop de do. What the fuck? You didn't love him. You love what he could do for him. What? That's our thoughts. We see that shit. Tell your friend to tell the truth. That's your guilt too. Bitches just jumping out the woodwork, jumping in content creators chats and stuff like that. They said that Lulu was cold and only interested in telling her story. Yep, the friend is cloud chasing in my opinion. Yeah, yeah. She left him on a busy highway. I'm trying to figure out why she thought nobody was gonna see. Yeah, that right there. If that don't tell y'all nothing, I don't know what else will. Come on, y'all. God don't play about his people and don't. That she didn't even go towards Tyrone. Wasn't even concerned. Come on. I'm fighting to get to mine. Mine ain't even gonna be left out there. Period. And then to say he was gonna meet me at the gas station. How you know where the gas station was? Come on, y'all. The friend got roasted for 4 hours on Gigi's. I know Gigi tore her ass up over there. I missed it. I'm gonna have to go back and catch the replay. Child. I know y'all tore a mud hole in her ass, honey. Baby, I can't wait. Thank you, nephew. Y'all don't need my friend talk. Yeah, don't go running the panels for me. Don't. The situation already bad. Pay attention, y'all. This situation is already messed up. Looking for attention. She said she drank out the bottle with a straw too. What? Another lie. What's another lie, Mary? Exactly. We're gonna have to just fuss it out and get separate rooms. Yeah. Go home. It's already uncomfortable when you in a space and you ain't from there. That's the worst place to argue at is a damn vacation destination. We don't care about your opinion, friend, unless it's helping the case. Right, Nurse K, get the hell on. She knew he wasn't making it. Yeah, she knew. She knew he wasn't getting to that gas station. She knew. And that's what Bree said. That's what Bree said. Then Aunt Tasha and T2 Uncle was on the stream while Gigi was replaying the friend. And it was a lot going on. What? Jay, tell me. So Tasha and Tyrone Sr. was up there with Gigi. The friend was jumping panel to panel. I know you lying. This whore hopping. The friends out here whore hopping. Child. I already know it's a smear campaign on my name. That's like Nurse K just run around. I don't need Nurse K to jump from panel. I don't. And she don't think Lulu ain't watching this shit. Y'all think she ain't watching this shit? Do y'all really think that this bitch ain't watching this shit? Cause where the friend know to go? Cause everybody talking about it. Where she know exactly where to go? If it went the way Bree said it went, she could have just said that it's nothing to hide. That's why it's still making no sense. Come on, damn TV. Bree said she did hit him in the head. That's why she ain't saying nothing, I think. You get what I'm saying? That's why the friend came on Royal D's and Gigi's and Gigi played on okay, I'm gonna go watch it. Yeah, she said, man, she know what's going on. She know exactly what's going on. Hell, is she the friend? Shit, we don't know if that bitch it ain't her because they said she had troll accounts or different accounts. Hell, nobody knows. She said that fan was clucking. Okay, Jay. The cousin Miles did a live on TikTok. Ain't that the one that said that about the insurance? Friend sounds like another Clarissa shit. You heard me? Did she try to call in and impersonate? I said, poor thing. Poor thing. Then it's suspicious that y'all even care about YouTube CC creators. But hey, they said his channel was removed. She knows something about you. Okay, Nurse K. Yeah, she's watching all content creators and comments from followers in the bushes. She made it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody's real friend gonna make it worse. You're just gonna. I just need my friends to support me. I'm getting accused of murder. I'm getting accused of red rum. Red rum and my man at that. Proving something to y'all strangers, but couldn't prove nothing to Tyrone Senior and the family. Come on, y'all, make it make sense. Make it make sense. We are out here trying to prove something to people that don't matter to us at all. What do we matter? We don't know them. But what about the family that you owe the answers to? See? Yes, the friend definitely opened Pandora's box. I'm reporting Lulu's crazy ass to the sorority. Alicia's a motherfucker, boy. I'm telling you, bring me food and caffeine, friend. Child. Miss Tina. She said, I hope there's a press conference in the future. Does Gainesville typically do press conference? Hell, they said they prejudiced down there, Shanitra. So they prejudiced as hell down there in Gainesville. And then look, one of my moderators goes through there all the time. She goes through there all the time. And I hope when she go through there, I'm going to tell sis to go on and take some pictures and record the cameras. Because she said it's cameras all through there. She said it's cameras all through there. And she said it's super busy. It stays busy. If it was me and I was innocent, I would have to speak for myself, maybe with a lawyer. But I got to say something. That's what I said, Queen Rules. Why y'all on, I'm just saying, Passion, you know I'm working on it. She said Gainesville is racist. They don't care. Yeah, T-Lady lives in Florida. I'm laughing at Alicia's comment. So Alicia crazy. Hey, misunderstood. What's going on, boo? She said there is. She said, no. His uncle and Aunt Tasha hopped on and was like, hell no. Nah. Because the friend made it seem like they think that she's innocent because they stopped going after her. Oh, so Miss Natasha them said, you lying. Shut up. Okay, so Bree said he was hit by a car. Now we need to know. She said Bree said that Tyrone was drunk. She said, but she did what she was fighting him in the car, and she did hit him in his head. She said, but once Tyrone got out and was in the traffic, something else happened. So she's saying that when she goes to take the lie detector test, did she do it? Take his life? No, that's why she passed, because she didn't initially take his life, but she did hit him in his head. You get what I'm saying? Thank you, Shanitra. I appreciate you so much for all your content on this. Keep up the great work. It's been Sparkle. There's plenty of cameras. It's over there, not far from the university. That's what she said. She said trying to deflect, push narratives equals in suspicion. That's why I said that's her, Nurse K. Can't nobody tell me that ain't Lulu the Lulu Lulu. That's the Lulu Lulu. The people hitting that panels saying that shit, the Lulu Lulu. That's when she was like, it's the Lulu, everybody screaming it in the bag. Cameras on the traffic lights right there. What is it? They said it's cameras all through there. She said, right, damn TV said they're racist as hell. I wonder what was in that car hard enough to hit him. She did say they went out for drinks too. She said that Tyrone had, when she said Spirit told her that Tyrone had other plans ready to go and, kick it. You know what I'm saying? Or, bend over, shake a tail feather type shit, and said that she didn't premeditate it, but said she definitely wasn't down. Said that Lulu was not down. She wasn't feeling how Tyrone was feeling. At the fuck off. She said she wanted him the fuck from around her. And we did hear that she's violent, toward him. Funny thing is, her friend said she ain't seen in a while. Now, how the hell you gonna come and talk for somebody you ain't? Yeah, girl, hey, you don't see what I'm saying? Lately, I've been wondering if any witnesses is involved. I want to know who put the phone. What made you, versus calling 911? What made you pick up the belongings and move the wings and stuff like that? Was the wings outside the box? I mean, that ain't adding up. Where's the proof of the test? That's another one, Patrice. Exactly. Right, A Young. I heard they were racist down there too. Yeah, they said they're real racist. Her friend was bashing the freak out of Tasha. Come on, that's her. Come on. How the friend know to bash Miss Tasha? You invested that much when you ain't got shit to do with it. You just a friend. And I heard she's just a friend. And I heard she's just a friend. Oh baby, you. I wonder what they was fighting about. Bree said that Spirit did tell her that she started the fight. She said that she didn't really want to go to the cabin. She just went along with it because he already done it. But she didn't want to go with him to the cabin. She wasn't feeling it. She had cancer, low vibrational cancers, got a trouble side. We have to go deep in the healing. Also, the way the witness said the phones were next to him is still suspicious. I'm thinking that's why he was about to be home. She lied about taking that test. Damn TV, I believe it. Right, A Young. Lulu probably done changed a lot since then. That was Lulu talking. I said that, God's girls. I believe it. I believe it. There was multiple 911 calls by a lot of people. They were overwhelmed with 911 calls. Yeah, they did say it was. That's what I thought it said on your video, that a lot of calls had came in and stuff like that. A Young, about him being hit, and that's what Bree did say, that he was drunk in traffic. She said so. Technically, she would pass a lie to take the test because she didn't do it. Like, take his life. You know what I'm saying? She did hit him in the back of his head with what she doesn't know. She was hitting him in the car, period. She said she was hitting him, fighting, talking to him real bad in the car and stuff like that. A Young, but the friend had nothing to say when his cousin came up and was talking. All she had to do was ask what side of the family was he from. That was Lulu. Yeah, that was the Lulu Lulu. That's her name over here, the Lulu Lulu. At first, I wanted to believe that the couple were just good people. However, since Sunday, I've had a bad feeling about them. What do you feel about them? That song. Yeah, Wardrick. I'm a Cancer too. When I get a low, I get low. I got to admit that I have a heart and anger heart. Yeah. I don't care what no one says. That guy Bree talking about got to be the brother. That's why I said, if y'all got questions, leave it outside this video. We'll get to it, and I can send them to Bree and stuff like that, or whatever. that boot on her foot or his married. Where's his shit? Why you ain't gave them people his shit? Why did you go to the bank account? Like I said, with BREE even doing that, where did she supposedly go and take the lot? Come on, justice for Meeks, period. Three of them. Three of them. Three of them. How you give the police more information than you do the people that brought them into this world? Is my question. My cousin unfortunately lost her life in a similar manner back in 2016. She was at a hotel and they were drinking. She got impatient waiting on a cab and walked out into traffic. And you know when you drunk and stuff like that, and you know cars coming, hell, cars don't pay attention. They don't. They don't. They not thinking he gonna get out of the car and stuff like that, and then blew. But she left him, knowing. She knew. I believe Bree. She knew. But it's the point that she left him. She can't get back from that. She can't get back from that, y'all. She left him, period. She said, can somebody please tell me what happened to her foot? Please, all I keep wanting. They said she broke her ankle, but hell, they said that was back in May. I don't know, Queen. They said it happened back in May. Damn, if she need 3 tests, she's a liar. That's crazy work. The fact that she left them. Exactly. I'm not sure the placement of the phones and the way they wanted to steer the family towards Lulu, and they didn't even know her, and there were 3 witnesses. I don't know. Something bothered me about them. I ain't gonna lie. I be lying to y'all if I say it's some shit that all these people speaking out. It's like, but they don't know what to lie on her though. Joy to the world. They don't know Lulu to lie on them. So I pray that Tyrone's family find out the truth, even if it will be hard to accept it. It took us years to accept it that she walked into the highway. And I get it, Shanitra, but you know, she left him, Shanitra. She left him. Somewhere that they not from. Anything could have happened to him besides that. She left him. Why did she have to take 3? Exactly, Natty. Absolutely, I've been thinking that this whole time. Okay, Will, drop your link, bro. Y'all drop Shanitra's link as well, please. And if y'all have a channel, y'all can drop y'all links. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can drop Criminal Villains link. I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? She has told too many different stories. I agree. Yeah, but he would have had more injuries than just the back of his skull being bashed. I wonder if somebody, and I agree too, because if somebody hit him, it's gonna hit your right side, your left side, your legs. He didn't have no broken bones, nothing. She had ankle surgery in May 2025. In some videos, she would have the boot on, and on some off. It seemed her leg was swollen. In some videos, it wasn't too much wrong with her foot. If the manager said she carried the luggage out, yeah, that's true. I just want them to release a statement on how Tyrone didn't get in, just got injuries to his head. But y'all remember they did say the hospital said that it wasn't from a vehicle, from what I understood. I could be wrong. It could, I don't know, allegedly. At the end of the day, she could have told the truth about what happened and stayed instead of making things worse for herself. It's not adding up. No, don't drop my link. LO, I'm here to support you. I genuinely watch your channel. Yeah, it's fine. But Shanitra, some of the videos that you do have over there, so people can get a better understanding of a lot. You do got a lot of stuff. You get the messages and stuff that we don't get to see, that I haven't got to see. So it's maybe something somebody can go over there and catch on your channel and stuff like that. Everybody wanted to ignore what Renee Friend was saying because Dro, in the eyes of SM, was a great man when they both were toxic. I'm just saying F what Nikki was saying. Who's Nikki? And they said his clothes were not dirty. Venetia but had a whole lot to say when he dropped off the panel. Do we know that for sure? Do we have an autopsy report? Thank you, Corey Boo. We don't, but I could have sworn that Shanitra did get the call of the medical examiner and stuff like that. So that's why I said y'all go catch Shanitra's video to hear what the medical examiner said. So it's a lot of stuff that we don't know that we, I guess, speculating. I can say I'm speculating at this point because I do need proof myself and stuff. So Criminal Villains has a lot over there. Shanitra Speaks has a lot on her videos. Those are the only 2 people I really catch with the Dro story. Oh, and Chronicle Speaks, she has some good information. And Kisha investigates too. Kisha investigates. I call her stuff too, so I'm gonna leave her out. Who gave it a lie to take the test? Hell, probably never worried. She ain't never went, never worried and caught nothing. I don't believe it. I just want to think they wanted to really sweep this under the rug until the Davis family was like, nah, we ain't with it. Miss Parker, if he found out she was still talking to the ex, I believe, started an argument in the cabin. Remember, she said she was on punishment. Mm-hmm. I've been saying that Tyrone was bashing his head prior to getting out of the car. And we do got to remember that BREE said that, but at the same time, how would BREE know? Because the first witness said he got out staggering. He got out staggering. I can't let that go. I'm no reader, none of that, however, as though two different situations took place. Could have been. I've been in and out, do the work. So, okay, Miss Italy, I get it. I get it. Did you get the job, Miss Italy? Did you get the job? The footage, timestamps, and cell phone towers is going to tell it all, plus the cause of death. Yep. I think, like I said to y'all before we get out of here, shout out to y'all. Shout out to Bree again. And Bree said she's not in. She did her best, y'all. I just threw it on her. I just threw the story on her. I gave her the name of what I wanted to come and talk about, but didn't give her the details. And so I appreciate her for just coming and saying, and she did say, for those that saying, she said Tyrone and her was toxic together. She said Tyrone had times too. She said he never put his hands on or nothing, but he had his times too and stuff. And our relationships aren't physical abusive. Just us talking to each other, man. Bitch, fuck you, nigga. You nothing ass nigga. That's what I'm saying. That could be a part of toxicity too. That is toxic. That is verbal abuse, mental abuse, and stuff like that. We got to stop thinking everything's physical. But she did say that she was physical towards him in that car. She was hitting him and talking down to him. You saying the first witness as the homeless man. They said that Miss CC talked to Miss Natasha and said that the homeless man talked to the family on their first venture out there. They've been out there prior to them going to see the witnesses again. The first witness said he staggered and fell on his face. In my opinion, he felt like because he had been in that. Yes, I agree. I agree, Miss B. The couple said he was going in and out of consciousness about the seizure. Yeah, if you get hit in your head, you're going to go in and out of consciousness too and seizures too. I'm pretty sure. Anybody get hit in the head can cause seizures. I've seen people have seizures that hit their head. That cousin weirded me out with that dark magic. He was drinking, so that pain probably didn't register. And he's drinking. No way he was so nice to her. This is so sad. But you know, it did come out from his side of the family that they both was that way. Sometimes he wasn't abusive, like no. But you know what I'm saying? Talking that shit too. I don't know yet. I had another one today, and she said she would call me Monday and Tuesday and let me know. So hoping you got it. Speaking into existence. I think a lot of the confusion comes from the families being divided. From what I'm seeing, the mom's side has said they knew the relationship wasn't perfect and waiting on the exactly. So you know, it ain't saying he was a bad person. It doesn't mean you're bad because sometimes, again, I was in an abusive relationship. I I begin to be the aggressor. I begin to be the aggressor. That's what it sounds like. She's lying. She needs your facts, and this the time for them to come together as one. Yep, the adrenaline wore off. That was probably keeping him conscious. Yes. Remember, he said at the cabin, you're still on punishment. So something was going on. Absolutely. They said she really. You gotta imagine going somewhere you really don't want to be there. Those feelings are there. It don't go. Y'all get what I'm saying? It just don't go. Like this motherfucker always doing shit. You could see her being like that. Like, even though to us, I was like, shit, I want that. I wish my man was like that. But like, oh my God. Like, but to her, y'all, we gotta put ourselves in her shoes. Somebody like, don't want to be there. That's messed up number one. For the cameras, am I gonna act like that? I'm gonna put on to the world that I'm happy. How many of us women have wore masks? Ain't happy at all, but at Christmas parties, Oh yeah, there goes Beth and them. Hey, you smiling. Soon as you get back in that house, that shit's off so quick. You kick your shoes off. Fuck, I didn't want to go to that party. Y'all know how many times I done did it? Shit. Didn't want to be somewhere. I had to go and fake it till I could make it. Come on, Nuki. Said fake. Absolutely. Like, hey, girl, I'm in there, like, happy that. And people telling us they love our relationship and didn't even know everything behind it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If they, I'm in my mind, I'm going to only if they knew. Ready to tell my business and shit. You know, I have to think about it. She said, yes, TT, it's important to be united, be a united front. Even the sister post Joe presenting himself well and not having the money we think has made some question that. Yeah, that mask fall off, Miss Tina. You heard me. Hey, Sherry, what's going on? Happy Thursday. The proof for me was her boy calling his family. What did she have to hide? That sealed it for me. And don't forget the best the homeboy that came and talked, he said Dro would just be talking and she would hit him in his mouth. She said Bree saw what I saw too, for real, for real. She said we also don't know what all they've been going through. She may have been fed up with just over it. She may have tried, but something happened and made her just completely be done. Bree said that. Bree did say she was like done with the relationship, like she was over it, but said he was willing to make it work. He wanted something different for them. Bree did say that. I didn't get to that. I will ask her that. A yes, behind closed doors, people are different. Than heck yeah, I am too. You heard me? Different. I was. I ain't want nobody to know I was in there getting my butt beat on. That my lip just got back good. Hey Tracy, what's going on? It's the who was driving for me. See, now I will be honest. I don't believe she was just around hitting him. That's my personal opinion. He didn't seem like the type to just let her. But remember, the friend said it. Said she hit him in his mouth. She just might haul off and hit him in his mouth. And he did. They did say he would make excuses for her. I think he loved her more. I think he loved himself, but I think he loved her more, and that's why he missed the red flags. That's why he was. You know what I'm saying? He loved her too much. He was willing to. I wish I would see my sister-in-law put her hands on my brothers on sight. I was in a toxic relationship which took me out of character, totally changed my personality, in which my friends for 20 years never seen. I got tired of the disrespect. Yes, I've been there. Me too. You're welcome, Miss Shayna. Or to me, she knew Tyrone was done. Shanitra, it's in your video. The video I played about the friend. Go back and listen to your video where the friend said that he said she was always arguing. She would hit him. Yes, I heard him say that. I also recognize that men can also be the victims of DV, not just women, but the family has. Yeah, and I get it. I don't think he put his hands on her, but I think mentally and verbally, I think he got back with her ass on the verbal. He might have hit her. I don't know. But it's she's being the aggressor too many times. The people at the cabin. Bree just said she was the aggressor in the car. The friend saying it. You get what I'm saying? The family saying both of them was toxic. So everybody ain't lying. Everybody ain't lying. But I just think he was still more of a lover than he was. It was like she was his guy. Yeah. Was he cheating too? Though? Bree did say he messed around too. Bree did say that. Bree said she became the bully. Yes. Like she was better than him. Bree said it was like almost in her mind like she was better than him, even though he showered her and stuff like that. But Bree definitely said he had somebody he messed with, but said it was somebody she messed with that just didn't sit right. You know how that one dude you just mess with and you bring his name up all the time? Like me, I would bring the girl up, right? She attacked him at the hotel in Miami. Yeah, she got that. Shanitra, don't forget the Miami. They had to go bail out in Miami because she fought him. And you know, if you fight somebody, they gotta have visible bruises, or somebody had to see her hit him. They had a toxic relationship. Hey, yeah. I pray that people just walk away instead of hitting. I also pray when time comes, my family don't start telling my business. Hell no. Nah. Mm-mm. Now I ain't gonna lie to y'all. My oldest, she's a gospel mom. Oh, she gets it honest. I gotta get mad at myself all the time. Nisha's my gospel. And I know she ain't gonna get online and do it. But to the family, she running me through there. So, uh, Shanisha, yeah, I ain't even gonna put it past her. She might, yeah. Yeah, she, That's what I heard at the Ritz Carlton. I have filed for that Miami police report if it exists, and haven't received a response. Okay, let's go, Shanitra. Shanitra says she's filed for that Miami police report. They have not responded yet. So if it's there, Shanitra gonna get to the bottom of it. Okay, let's go, Shanitra. I'm excited about that. Yes, I'm working. I'm wondering about the twin brother, the connect to the outside of Lulu. Was there proof of it? We ain't heard it. Just Jay. Nobody got no proof that there was a lie to take the test. My baby was saying like a canary girl. You hear me? Like a hummingbird. Niche, niche. I ain't gonna put it past. I love her dearly, but my baby. Mm-mm. Now, my youngest, my kids are respectful, but you get the ask noon and them anything about they liable to cuss your ass out. They even don't like it because they used to wouldn't tell me them because they say I talk too much. That's why I said Nisha gets it from me, but I understand. He thought he was not handsome enough for her. He tried to keep her happy. She just took advantage of him because he wasn't all the way there. Lulu is not likable. Yeah, the Lulu has lost a lot of like and credibility all through these streets. You know what I'm saying? She got some fans out there though. Don't get it twisted. She got some damn it, that Ritz LL they was tripping. Ain't nobody found the brother though, right? I ain't thinking. My sister would get on all the panels and talk. Shaditra, you heard me? Most truck drivers cheat. I'm just saying. Now she was, but y'all gotta remember they were split up a lot of times, off and on. Shit, my off and ons, I had two, three, four. Okay, what? Okay. She looked damn TV said me too. Yeah, I had a couple, uh, 6, 7 couples. Yeah. Anyway, Karen, yes, I can see that she took advantage. Yeah, yeah. Because at first I was like, nah, she ain't do that. But then I was like, yeah, me too. Queen rules. The brother is in another state. They traveled in November to see them, but he's miles away. I'm just saying justice for me, child. Don't mind me. Don't mind me being honest. Yeah, two, three, two of them. Got me sound like Shannon and them. Green, blue, green, whatever the color is, child. Um, I'm getting out of here. Hey Betty, I'm getting out of here. Hey Shacey, y'all gotta catch the replay. I am getting my justice for Nazaya outfit tomorrow, y'all. Y'all gonna see the sayings on her. Green, blue, green, whatever the color is. That's my twin. We the same age. It's all gonna be on my outfit. Okay. I think I got Uncle Daddy on there. I'm not sure what I got on this outfit. I just don't know what all I remember putting on there. But green, blue, green, whatever the color is, child. I'm her aunt. That's my niece. That's on there. Uh huh. He has an amazing family. Mine would have done nothing. Yeah, Queen Rules. I know my kids would advocate. Not saying my whole family, but they might. I don't know. Gigi mentioned the brother had Lulu attacking her. Huh? Gigi mentioned the brother. Gigi mentioned the brother and had Lulu attacking her in messages. Oh yeah, Alicia. Davita, what? Shanitra. Yeah, they was attacking. The brother was attacking. Criminal villains, Miss Gigi, in messages. She could have come across this differently and been likable, and we may have seen things differently. Says who, Miss Italy? Please post your outfit. I'm glad you continue to follow her case. Will you be in person for her trial? I'm gonna cover it at home, where I'm safe. I think it's safe and better for me to do it from her. That's nuts. Why y'all bothering Gigi for? If they ain't did shit and I'm innocent, I ain't gotta do it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm quoting. Thank you, damn TV. Yeah, I'm quoting. I'm wearing my outfit tomorrow. Hopefully I get it before I do my coverage and stuff with tomorrow being the preliminary. She said you got to get past her voice first. She's whose voice? Justice for Meeks. Was they in her car? Who, Miss Italy? Are you coming to the 313? God, no. Thank you. Thank you on it. Thank you. Nah. I love you too, Brand Boo. I'm married to a truck driver. We celebrate 11 years faithful to one woman and faithful to one man. You could be, yeah, and I thank you too. You know, everybody don't fuck around. Everybody got to quit that because they truck drivers and everybody's man don't screw around. Just because yours might screw around and stuff like that, and you don't think you worthy enough to for your man to be a one woman show. Everybody don't screw around on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Some relationships are dislikes and likes, you know what I'm saying? Your family members, and some things be little things that you're supposed to get past, but you don't. But everybody's not cheaters. Everybody don't cheat and stuff like that. And I'm not saying he didn't. I don't know what he was doing on the road. You know what I'm saying? I don't, and I ain't gonna put that on him because I don't know. But at the same time, everybody don't cheat. Everybody don't cheat. Everybody don't cheat. Shit, I know I got a friend who boy, I'm talking about our conversation to be crazy and had a man that loved her and worked good job. You know what I'm saying? Be the type like, like, bitch, you can't tell everybody because, somebody try to take your man. Like, he's a good man. Go home, working home. Working home was all he knew. He wasn't screwing on the side. But she wasn't shit. She wasn't shit. But he was a good man to her. You know what I'm saying? For my liking, he was a good man. I like color, Sherry. I like to experience. Y'all don't have. I told my moderators yesterday. I don't have lime green and purple in my hair together. I don't have all colors, champagne pink. I'm just a color type of girl. I like to try different hairstyles and colors. My husband don't cheat. I'm thankful for him. Okay. We got to start loving ourselves as women. We do, and men too. It goes for men too. It's some good men out here. And I'm not saying we all settle for what we settle for, but hell, I was a settler. I definitely was a settler. I settled for whoever just because I didn't want to be alone. You know what I'm saying? Insecurities. Never felt like I was worth a damn. You know what I'm saying? Based off of what I was into and stuff. I still got insecurities. Y'all don't get it twisted. Don't get this shit twisted. The Lulu trial on the way. Trust me, and I'm going. Then I am going to that damn TV. I talked to Shank Rock already, and I think that Natasha them's on to something. And I'm gonna. She said, I said most. You did say most. You did. Um, you got to just do a little bit at a time, Capricorn. Do a little bit at a time. She said, absolutely. Women know your worth. Yes. Thank you, Jay. I wish I had a group of women like y'all around me years ago. You know what I'm saying? That's why I understand about girls getting bullied and stuff like that. They be the prettiest girls. And it ain't about your look. It's about who you are on the inside. I never thought I was a looker. I didn't used to like looking at myself in the mirror. It was my reflection of my other me. I never understood what I was looking at or who I was looking at. I just didn't. I still don't sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But I get my little box and I get my little emotions in check, and it be my mental illness too kicking in. And when you suffer from mental illness and you got other problems and shit, sometimes you just don't know your worth. You know what I'm saying? So you notice none of her family is speaking out on her behalf. Thank you, Maud. It's a few good men still out. It is some good men out there. It is. But it's what we settle for. What do we want in a man? Because if you want that out of a man, what Tyrone did, they're out there. You have to put your wants. You ain't got to settle. And that was my problem. I was a settler. I'll take it. Versus, why can't, if I want a man with a, what I'm saying, with a good job and all of that, what I'm saying? Hey, pimp, what's going on? I'm just being honest. We looking for looks and shit like that versus, what I'm saying, that person. And that was my problem, looking at the looks versus the person's heart, his goals and stuff like that. Why I gotta have a fine man versus a man with good intentions for me? He got a good heart, you know what I'm saying? He's a family oriented person and stuff like that. Thinking about my kids. You know how many times I didn't think about a man and my kids, even though I was screaming, we a package deal. Just being honest. But was they really a package deal? Or was he just in it for me? Most of the time, it's just me. She said, mine's too. A type got me in trouble every time. Okay. I was definitely bullied because of the skin I'm in. That's why I'm an introvert. I get it, TT. She said, breach. Thank you, damn TV. Gigi was ready for whatever. Okay. I know that's right, Gigi. Gigi don't look like the type anyway that you could just come over there and just say whatever. Um, exactly. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, we do. It's men out there too. What's wrong with looking for somebody like-minded? What happened to that? What happened to that? He said, facts, you got to connect with the inner core, not the outside. And that was my problem, Jude. I don't want no rain around my daughter because of what happened to me. And I get that, Young. Your trust issues are shy. But pray about it and work on it. And I never let God send somebody to me. I was always out there looking, scoping. And that's why my ass always ran into a brick wall and left lonely at the end. Something I didn't want to be, where my ass still left lonely. He said I was stupid like that when I was younger. We all was. Some of us was. Some of us met the man of our life to take good care of us. And I want more than that. I want us to take care of each other. I don't want to go into a relationship with a 50 or 100. I'm sick of these lazy, no good motherfuckers. I must be honest. Motherfuckers ain't helping with groceries like I'm the only one gotta feed us. Motherfuckers don't want to clean up. I'm the only one cleaning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just a natural Harriet Tubman. Like, what? Versus somebody checking on you. What happened to that? Numbers don't make our relationship. Money ain't go hell. What? I mean, something happened to him. What? You got a little money because of an insurance policy, but what? Would she Lulu ever find another draw? Cause guess what? She's still gonna be the same way. She's still gonna be the same way. She gonna look good to somebody. Somebody else will up. She gonna be the same way. And sometimes us women and men can turn a person into who we are. Man might not ever raise his voice ever. On some all my life I had a fight tag. Yes, justice for Beaks, you heard me. But I don't want to be abusive no more. I don't want to fight no more. I told y'all my abuse, I can't talk about my ex because I was an abuser too. She said that 50-50 got me out of character. I got tired of that. What, like, why we can't take care of each other? Why I can't take care of my man and my man take care of me? It's not a number. It's just that we love each other that much. That's all I'm saying. She said, Miss Parker, share my story. One day my husband's so good to me, it scares me sometimes. And I'm the type where I wouldn't know a good man if it hit me. I'm a settler, remember? Pay attention to what I just said. I'm a settler, so when a good man do come and present himself, I wouldn't know how to treat the motherfucker. I probably mistreat him in some more shit. Talk down on. I ain't used to it. When you're a settler, you just settle. You're not used to it. I be scared too. And I ain't saying you that way, always knitting, but I be scared too. I don't know how to treat a good person. I can't say that. We cannot just say Lulu, but I think they got into a fight and she knows she was wrong. Yeah, Kai, I said both. I said both. But at some point, somebody has to walk away. I don't want to turn a good man evil. Folks are unhinged, narcissists, and sociopaths, sad, cat facts. You see the happiness and love all over here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The Lulu was in a horrific accident. We saw the SUV. She said the state trooper asked her, how did she live? And she was so angry with God. Maybe she's still angry. Yeah, maybe she is. I don't know their life. I don't know their life. I'm only going off what the family said. I don't know. I know I've been there. I know I've been an asshole in a relationship. I've been no good for a lot of men. I can own that. Toxic as fuck. Broken, damaged. I'm that person. Wasn't no band-aid gonna fix my wounds. He didn't deserve to be taken away from his children. It's always heartbreaking because the kids will be hurt forever. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And remember, I'm not team anything but team truth and team justice. That's where I think a lot of people get confused from. It's not accusing one more than the other. It's just that team truth and team justice. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. That's the sides I'm on. And the kids losing a mother or a father, especially in Florida, they be dogging these females out. You hear me? Yes, I own that too on my end. I got chills when you said that. Damaged goods. Because all that fighting is someone will always get hurt in the end. The guy has to have discernment also and realize the feeling isn't mutual. But sometimes I love me and pimp type more than I love myself. I always put love into other people more than I poured into me. Even my children. I didn't even pour that love into my children more than I did a man. Now, I don't know if anybody will ever admit that I did. I was piss poor. Damaged goods. T2 love was too much for her. She couldn't handle it. And I think it clouded his vision. And one thing about it, we can say anything. It doesn't mean what we say to our significant other is true. You know what I'm saying? Going along just to get along, faking it until we make it type shit. One day we want to have you hear your story and we can share also. Hell, I try to put it out there all the time, Bree. You preach it to the choir since that was me. At least you can admit it. Yeah, I'm still a work in progress. I'm still broken. I'm still broken. Still trying to pour some love into me. I told y'all this year I was trying to find myself. It didn't hit me until last month. I'm turning 48 years old. I'm like, damn, I'll be 50 in 2 years. And I know January coming up, and I'm like, damn, I'm gonna be 50 next year. What the, you know what I'm saying? So who are you? And I ask myself that, who are you? And when I gotta ask myself who I am, it's a problem. So I'm broken. I'm damaged. Okay? I'm still broken. It's stuff I haven't got over that I shouldn't be carrying, Queen Butterfly. That's why I say I'm broken. You can share your story with me any day, Miss Tina. Y'all just gotta let me know. Aging gracefully. That might be the face, but my body should eat your baby. When I get up out this chair, these knees is gonna need some being gay. You hear me? I'm like, shit. Take your time. Take your time. Black might not crack, but who said them bones don't, baby? I know. As a young man, I realized in dating it all goes back to the home, the trauma, and the women and the men. Absolutely, Jug. That's a good one, Jug. I like that. Love shouldn't hurt. Love shouldn't hurt. I was never alone until now, and it feels good not to fuss and fight anymore. And it do. Ain't nothing wrong with a peace of mind. I did too, Miss Parker, and that's when I learned the true meaning of I can do bad all by myself. It takes a long time to get it back together after being dead. Yes. You can share your story too, Miss Tina. I would love to hear it. She said, "You're bent, not broken, baby. Bend, whatever. Hey, I am." He messed up because he put up before anybody. Yes, broken crayon, still color. Yes, and that's why I need to get to my book club, y'all. I've been putting that off. Detroit's finest said, "Sis, what about the book? We ordered the book. I don't had the people order the book, baby. See, that's that. That's that part of get me together. What I say, should that's that part of get me together, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Getting focused and stuff. I've lost focus a long time ago. And when you gotta step into being clean, your vision is I'm seeing the world at something different. I was on drugs for over 20 years. Vision clouded, never thinking straight. A lot of stuff with me, y'all, that I ain't my vision is just now beginning to be a little clearer. So I get to see the world kind of different from how y'all been seeing it if you didn't walk in my shoes. So, I'm just a work in progress. And a lot of stuff that I push out and I dish out, people don't deserve. If y'all get what I'm saying, from being broken. Thank you, Damn TV. I admire your heart and how you share it. It helps us all. Yeah, because a lot of people, and it ain't that we don't want everybody in our business, but it helps me. It helps me. Yeah, I'm gonna start my book club next week. I'm gonna do it next Thursday on my backup channel. Get it out because I think it is a good book, and I talked to the author of the book. It's Broken Crayon, Still Color, and it's about addiction and overcoming addiction, but all the stuff that came with it. That was me. That was me loving the wrong people. Hell, barely making it through the night. Shit, don't know why God allowed me to sit here in front of y'all today. For the life of me, I don't know. I don't know. And don't act like I don't question God. When I got my breast cancer, why me? Why you still want me around? Ain't nothing good happening for me. Why are you allowing me to go through this? And I never sat down and said, you allowing yourself to go through that. I done nothing. God's telling me I done nothing wrong. You allowing yourself to go through that. So, exactly, a young. All right, Shanicha, you have a great one. Thank you so much for all your coverage on these stories, all of them. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate your coverage and thank you for allowing me to share it. Hell, half the time we don't make it through because we get to talking and stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? But thank you, Shanicha. I appreciate you and all the content creators that sharing these stories and keeping these names in the algorithm. It's on Amazon. Broken Crayon, Still Color. It's a good book. Matter of fact, let me grab it so y'all can see the cover. And I'm getting out of here, y'all. I'm ready to watch some Power and some more stuff. It is not a thick book, y'all. It's a quick, easy read, y'all. Look how thin it is. And David Weaver, he's phenomenal, y'all. He is exceptional and he's a super sweet guy, you guys. I talked to him and I said I wanted him to join and stuff like that, but it just shows you how life can take a turn for the worst. And if you can find your way out of the darkness, you know what I'm saying? Because this is me. I was a broken crayon, but it was still color in me. It was still color. It was still light. God still had hope in me and stuff like that. He still, it's something in me that he want me to do. It's something. It's somebody out there that I gotta probably reach out to and stuff. And it might not be y'all just because y'all heard. You know what I'm saying? It might be somebody young. I don't know. But hey, I'm here for it and it is what it is. But ain't nothing wrong with saying I'm broken. You get what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with saying I'm still working on me. I'm finding me. Sometimes I don't know who I am. Sometimes I don't know what I want to do. Sometimes I want to give up on everything. I still had those thoughts. I'm like, ugh. And then when you're dealing with mental illness on top of it and people don't understand it because they not there, you can't understand an addict if you ain't walked in the addict's shoes. You can't understand somebody with mental illness. And I live in my head. I'm on to next week when y'all still probably today. I'm into next week. I'm in next month. I'm into February. But a lot of stuff I dish out people don't deserve, and it's coming from a place of me being broken. Still a little damaged. Still ain't let a lot of stuff go that I shouldn't be holding on to. If y'all get what I'm saying. Being essayed, and even though I'm comfortable with telling my cousins, have I really let that go? Am I really being forgiven for that? Even though I ain't said it to my cousin, am I really? A lot of stuff. Me abusing my ex, him abusing me, saying sorry. You know what I'm saying? Versus just being cordial with him. Cause so that's just where I am with it. Hey, Paris, what's going on? Thank you, Jug. I appreciate it. The worst part of me is I still love my baby dad after all he did to me, and I hate that part. And that's where I am at young. I feel you, girl. I'm there. Wanting to hate somebody that I did something to. That be me. Stuff like that. So that's why I gotta work on me. I can't allow nobody to tell me how to fix me or how to move me or what to work on. You know what I'm saying? That come with some spiritual stuff. That come with me sitting in here sometimes or being in the room by myself, really like meditate. And I know with my legs crossed. So I can't cross these big motherfuckers, but I be meditating. I mean, I've been through a lot of the same things. Okay, Miss Italy, you heard me? I used to wonder how can an addict turn to addict, but back in the days when I was used to pop Skittles, I definitely understood. I had to immediately stop. Same way drinks are addictive. You get what I'm saying? An energy drink can be addictive. You shit a Coke. Some people might can't get up without drinking a Coke. A Dr. Pepper or Mountain Dew. They gotta have that Mountain Dew. They get the jitters and all of that. Those are addictions. Yes, Miss Parker, I understand, but clean 9 years to get better as time goes on. Okay, always then you heard me. Now, y'all go on and enjoy the rest of y'all Thursday, which ain't much time, ain't never on our side. I'll be wondering where time goes. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate you guys so much for hitting that like button for me, keeping Tyrone Davis Jr.'s name going in the algorithm, all the stories in the algorithm. Thank y'all so much to the supporters and the subscribers. Y'all the best. You know what I'm saying? Without y'all, there wouldn't be me being able to talk and push these stories out there. She said everyone has an addiction. It's crazy how some people can stop at the drop of a dime, but others can't. It's hard. It's one of the hardest things I ever had to do was get clean. 20 years? Thank you, Paris. Over 20 years? Yeah, Shank's still going live. Yeah. 20 years. And some people could say it's a mind thing. I don't know what kind of thing it is. But I know that my world wasn't y'all world if you was clean. In our world, it ain't nothing. No jobs, no kids, no nothing. It's all us and it's just us and the drug of choice. And where you can get your next hit from and your next dollar to get your next hit, that's it. Nobody else matters. Hell, traffic don't matter nothing. You don't see nothing. You get what I'm saying? Show your book again. Yeah, this is gonna be for next Thursday on my backup channel. Broken Crayon Still Colors by David Weaver. And again, you guys, y'all can hit him up on Instagram. He talks back. He's great. You know what I'm saying? And stuff. It's a good book. It's a good book for anybody that has a loved one dealing with addiction, a child, and stuff like that. You know, it's a good book. It's a good book, and stuff like that. All you can do is just be there to support. That's it. That's it. I watched you for 2 days in a row. I can already tell You are a super dope individual. Keep going. You definitely going. Oh, thank you. I got my faults too. Don't. You know what I'm saying? Justice for me. I be wrong as fuck. Got a lot of faults. You know what I'm saying? Lost some good people, good friends, good sisters, because I wasn't used to having it. Positivity was like a disease to me, baby. Everything had to be negative, Justice, for me. Cheer me. So, just a work in progress. I ain't no innocent motherfucker sitting up here in front of you now. Mm-mm. Justice for Meeks, yeah. Justice for Meeks, justice for Dro. Put some purple, put some pink hearts in the chat and also put some blue hearts in the chat. And also, I'll be bringing you guys the updates on baby Quintani next week to give y'all updates. I did a story about a baby out in Canada. I had his father on the panel and stuff. He was unalived. He was in the care of in a CPS type of building up in Canada, and he lost his life right in there, and nobody gave him answers. You know what I'm saying? It's all about learning and growing. You heard me. So I want to keep his story alive and keep up with everything that's happening with baby Quintani. So justice for baby Quintani as well. Naziah Harris, her court date will be starting tomorrow with the last preliminary, you guys. Justice for Naziah. Jarvis Butts will be having his last preliminary tomorrow with his funk ass. But we praying that justice will be served, you guys, and everything is gonna work out for the best for these kids. We also have Kamani Latigues, my Bookie girl. That's my Bookie baby, my basketball girl. Her trial will be starting. You know what I'm saying? They not dropping nothing with you, Darnell. Darnell try to plead insanity, y'all. Man, say ain't nothing going on but the same old thing. Justice for Kamani Latigue. Hopefully, we'll have the Pendergrews. Is it the Penderhughes, the Penderpews, the Pendernauts? What's their name with London Thomas? The Pender something, Pendicitis. Yeah, the Pendicitises. Hopefully, we will have that trial going for the Pendicitises with London Thomas as well. She said, "I'm healing." Okay. That's what we doing. We healing, okay? She said, "Salute to your 20 years of being clean." Ooh, God's girl, yes. Pray for me every day. It's daily. That's daily. Man, battling addiction is daily. Yeah. So, for the appendicitis, is that their names? Hopefully, that court date, that trial will be this year too. Justice for the appendicitis, the psychos. That's what they are. Okay, the appendicitis psychos. Okay, for London Thomas, it's a lot going on, a lot of trials and stuff. She said, "Yes, it is." Woo, yes, justice for all of them, right? A young justice for all of them. So yeah, y'all just stay up to date with these stories. Catch out all the great content creators. Everybody's talking about a little bit of everything right now. She said, "One step at a time." As if I don't trip over my big toes. They've been hurting. This weather's turned my big toes up. Child. Talking about age, child. She said day by day, yes. Just keep up with all the content creators, with all the latest stories on stories that you're following. Baby, that sounds like a condition. You heard me. Child, it is. Are you covering London? I'll be talking about London, absolutely. I'm going to talk about all of them. I'm not going to stop talking about none of them. With my $3 shirts, with my piggy face or whatever. I'm gonna bring BREE back with her gloating ball and yeah, all of that. Can you do an update? Everyone forgot it. Yeah, we can. We can, Kai. Yeah, I talked about Gabrielle Turlong. I seen Nancy Grace do it. Corey, I might do that too next week. And stuff. I see Nancy Grace talking about where's Gabrielle Turlong and stuff. Rain of Fire, I'm gonna bring her live back where she seen it. I called a detective when Rain of Fire did it. I called the detective to see if that would give them some insights of a railroad track, the garbage can and stuff like that. And stuff. But Kai, I got you. We'll do all of that next week to kind of bring it back and stuff like that. London definitely deserves to be talked about. Janiah McMichael Rogers as well. I just don't want the names to be forgot and stuff like that. And we have the stories of the mother. Don't forget the story of the mother that took a baby way up in what was that at? In Unalive, the one we covered where she was at the store and stuff. There's so many kids. It's just disturbing to say the least, and stuff like that. And then we have Romika's case going strong. You know what I'm saying? We got Kahali with her. I would never ever. Your never ever's never worked. Let's say that we had Q break down a lot of stuff today with the Romika Meeks case and stuff like that. Pray for the safety of Q because I think he would be a huge key to getting Carlos ass locked up for the part that he played. He was the main player on the board and stuff, conspiring to take a life, and especially the life of his baby mother. And we know that people are sick and do these type of things. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see how they was in their pictures. He looked like he was dangerously in love and just dangerously sick. You know, baby Emmanuel. Yes, I'm gonna cover that. I think I want to touch on baby Emmanuel tomorrow. I got some stuff that Down the Rabbit Hole did, so I think I'm gonna cover baby Emmanuel. Yes, her mother had that little girl sleeping in Allie's crazy when her dad family offered to help her. She refused. Just sick, Corey D. Just sick. But everybody, y'all go enjoy the rest of y'all day. Y'all stay safe out there. The storm is coming. I went to the grocery store. I went to the Dollar Tree. I got my flashlights. I got my batteries. Um, who's gonna be caught in as a witness? If they needed something from me, I'd give it. Yeah, we're gonna talk about baby Emmanuel Patrice. Yeah, for sure. It's sad. His story is really sad. It it show you the evilness. Like, can't nobody tell me no when a parent take the life of their own kids, something they carried for all these months, and just do what they did to that baby. It's crazy. It's disturbing and stuff. He didn't deserve that, and neither did his sibling deserve what she went through. We're gonna cover that. You got him to open up and say stuff he hasn't said before. You think so, Kai? And when you bring somebody in, you gotta make them comfortable. You can't run them off if y'all want to know something. You really gotta, yeah, Patrice. So I'm gonna cover that tomorrow. I'm gonna touch on that tomorrow with you guys, and I want y'all to go out right now and get y'all stuff. If y'all gotta go to the store, I went to the store. No water again. They did have the little packs of water. They only had 3 left, so I grabbed one. I was mindful, like somebody else might need some water, so I didn't buy them all. I think people was being greedy, taking all the waters, but I was like, nah, somebody else family might need some water. I only took one and stuff like that. I'm ready to put my neck bones on. Mm-hmm. Got my cabbage. I'm gonna make some homemade yams and some homemade macaroni and cheese. I'm gonna be in here. All right. Charge y'all phones. Charge them kids' tablets. Y'all know they can't live without them tablets. Get that shit on the charger. They just gotta go without all night Friday night. You know what I'm saying? Put that shit on the charger. Cause if that electric go off, that is gonna be okay, and stuff like that. Get everything you need. Don't spend too much on groceries because if the electric goes out, then like I said, what are you gonna do with all the groceries? Like, it's ruined. You get what I'm saying? Canned stuff, canned goods, and stuff like that. And stuff that they can make lunch meat, bread, things like that. So, and get your generators if you need a generator. If you taking care of somebody in your home that needs stuff, call the electric company ASAP tomorrow morning, like ASAP. Check on your elderly neighbors. Please check on your senior citizen neighbors. Everybody don't got somebody and stuff. It ain't nothing like being a blessing to somebody, taking them some waters, you know what I'm saying, taking them something, a loaf of bread and some lunch meat and stuff, and say, I know you didn't ask for it, Miss Sherry, but hey, I just was thinking about you. Here you go. And if you need anything, leave your number so they can contact you in case anything happens. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like being a blessing to somebody. That's a blessing. Taught me to get she said, FI taught me to get non-perishable items. Yeah. Hey, Kiki Boo. We keep like 9 cases of water. But you know how sometimes you see the water on the shelf and you really want to take them all, but you don't know who was unfortunate not to get some water like you. That's how I'll be thinking about the next person. Like, I don't want to be greedy. Massachusetts not getting a storm, only freezing winds. But them freezing winds can bring down trees, and they hit them power lines, boom, you're done, and stuff like that. Flashlights, candles. Make sure the kids keep on socks, and y'all keep on socks. Stay warm. Get all them blankets out and stuff like that to minimize certain things, and stuff. And open them cabinets, let that heat and let them faucets drip, to stay safe as well. But salute to everybody.